Let's flip to the NASDAQ. Yes, this is our price projected zone. We've had this zone for months and we're near the top. That doesn't mean we have to pull back, but we want to respect, I would say, last week's lows. We want to just keep an eye on, because like I said, there's a few stocks that are rolling over right now. We'll get to those in a moment. 27933, that candle's low. 415's low. I think if you got below that, that would prove this candle is significant, and then that would suggest maybe we come and fill some of these gaps down here. And to me, that actually would be bullish. I would actually be rooting for that to happen. I just don't know if it will happen because the market's so strong. And let's look at all futures. Yeah, they broke the 200 SMA. They're sort of grinding sideways. We have the golden cross coming next. We'll look at a few of those stocks in a moment. Look at the XLE. It's pausing just below the 200 SMA. Never did get to the top of that zone. It's a little bit weaker. So the financials, what is this huge wedge pattern we've been showing? Got to the bottom, ripped to the top. Maybe we pull back right to the middle before we go back to the top again. That's the pattern. That's the wedge pattern. You can see it on the website. We've seen this pattern over and over and over again. So the IW and the Russell 2000 is just pausing. And let's just flip to the weekly to see what we see with this, if it gives us any clues at all. When we look at the MACD, MACD is still bullish. We look at price, very sloppy. We got knocked out of a uptrend there, and then it's back and forth action. So I'm not real concerned. I don't use the Russell as a leader, and I more or less look for leaderships in transports, industrials, NASDAQ, S&P. I'm not a big guy who looks for volume or a big guy that looks for the Russell 2000 small cap as a significant leadership in the market. Sometimes it leads. I don't look into it if it doesn't lead or if it's lagging. I don't think that suggests the market's going to follow through either way. Now the transports I do like a lot. They led on the way down and they're leading on the way up here, and this is very bullish. So can they consolidate before higher? Yes, but this is a very good sign we're seeing with the transports. IBB, it is at the bottom of this wedge, very similar to the XLF. We got to the bottom, we broke it. Now, this gap right here got filled. That's the only thing bullish I see is the gap's getting filled and maybe we come back in the wedge. Because some of these stocks look really bad. And MACD is at the low of the year, well, it's the lowest since January 8th. So if the market would roll over, this would be a sector of reason, I guess, why it would roll over, because the biotechs do not look good at all. Dow Diamonds continue to grind higher. They look pretty good. Gold, it's a bear flag, but very, very sloppy price action. We talked about this was a bullish, this whole move up has been bullish. We came back down here, filled some gaps, consolidating. I think this is major support, the 200 SMA, and I do think bonds go higher, and I do think they're going to set up long again. And they've already set up long, and they're in the 90% club once already this year. Just bonds, bond futures, which is TLT calls that we had traded.